Today's topic is over 60. Never drink beetroot juice with these 7 foods. If you are over 60 and have heard that beetroot juice is great for the heart, but at the same time have read scary warnings on the internet, you are not alone. They say that mixing it with certain foods can be risky. But what if the truth is not about prohibiting it, but about combining it more intelligently? In this video, we will unveil the 7 supposed enemies of beetroot juice and show how, with the right knowledge, you can transform this drink into a powerful ally for your cardiovascular and brain health. What you will discover today may change the way you see beetroot forever. The promise. You have probably already come across the warnings. Be careful when mixing beetroot juice. It can overload the kidneys. It spikes blood sugar. These fear narratives spread, causing many people, especially those who could benefit the most, to be wary. What if I told you that behind each of these fears lies a misinterpreted science, a truth that, when understood, doesn't keep you away from beetroot, but teaches you to use it in a much more effective and safe way? Today we're going to debunk, one by one, the 7 myths surrounding beetroot juice. And for each myth we debunk, I'll give you a practical, evidence-based solution. You'll learn not only to drink your juice in peace, but to maximize every drop to help protect your health, memory, and energy. Stay with me until the end, because the 7th revelation about medications is the most important of all. And at the end, I'll give you the golden recipe, the ideal preparation to get the most out of beetroot. The setup. Why so much confusion? Before we dive into the list, let's understand the root of the problem. Why does beetroot generate so much debate? The answer lies in its own potency. Beetroot is rich in 3 main components that often cause confusion: nitrates, oxalates, and natural sugars. Nitrates are the big stars. In our bodies, with the help of bacteria in the mouth, they convert into nitric oxide. Think of your arteries as hoses. Nitric oxide helps to relax and widen them, improving blood flow and helping to reduce blood pressure. It's because it's so effective that it raises questions about interactions. Oxalates are natural compounds that, in predisposed individuals, can bind to calcium and form kidney stones. Beetroot contains a considerable amount, and the fear of creating stones is one of the biggest myths circulating. And what about sugars? Yes, beetroot has a sweet taste because it contains natural sugars. The concern is that it causes blood sugar spikes, a common fear for those with diabetes or prediabetes. The problem isn't in these components themselves, but in the lack of information and context. The secret lies in the dose, and, more importantly, in the combinations. And that's what we're going to unravel now. Let's start transforming confusion into knowledge, unmasking the enemy. Number 1, spinach and the oxalate myth. First on our list is the combination of beetroot and spinach. The common warning is, never mix the two. It's an oxalate bomb that will harm your kidneys. The logic seems to make sense. Both beetroot and spinach are rich in oxalates. The theory is that the combination would overload the system. But here, the solution is not prohibition, but strategy. First, it's crucial to say that this risk is truly significant for people with a history of kidney stones due to calcium oxalate, or with certain inflammatory bowel diseases. If you fall into this group, moderation is key, and consulting your doctor or nutritionist before consuming is essential. Second, for most people, there is a smart way to deal with this. The secret is not in avoiding them, but in combining them. When oxalates encounter calcium within the digestive system, they can bind there, forming a crystal that is too large to be absorbed by the intestine. The result? It is eliminated in the feces, without reaching the bloodstream and consequently the kidneys. The practical solution? When making a juice with beetroot and spinach, add a source of calcium. This could be a tablespoon of chia or sesame seeds, a little natural yogurt if you consume dairy, or a handful of almonds. This combination transforms what would be a concern into a smart nutritional strategy. You take advantage of the nitrates in beetroot and the nutrients in spinach in a safer way, unmasking the enemy 2, lemon, and the iron myth. The second forbidden food is lemon or orange. Popular myth says that the acidity of citrus fruits is bad for the stomach, and worse, that beetroot is the cure for anemia because it is very rich in iron. Let's clarify both points. First, the issue of acidity is a big misunderstanding. Our stomach is already an extremely acidic environment. Unless you have a pre-existing condition like gastritis or severe reflux, the acidity of lemon isn't a problem. Now the most important part, the iron myth. The truth is that beetroot's reputation as a super source of iron is an exaggeration. To give you an idea, 100 grams of beetroot contain about 0.2 milligrams of iron, while the same amount of meat has around 3 milligrams. Furthermore, the iron in beetroot is of the non-heme type of plant origin, which our bodies have more difficulty absorbing. And the oxalates in beetroot themselves can further hinder this absorption. But then, where's the twist? In the lemon. Vitamin C abundant in citrus fruits is one of the most potent catalysts for the absorption of plant-based iron. It can significantly increase the absorption of this type of iron. Do you see the irony? The lemon, which some fear, is actually the hero that helps your body better utilize the little iron that beetroot offers. Mixing beetroot juice with lemon or orange juice is not dangerous. It's a synergistic and intelligent combination. You combine the vasodilating nitrates of beetroot with the power of vitamin C, which in addition to helping with iron absorption, is a powerful antioxidant. Unmasking the enemy, there are three: carrots and the sugar bomb. Moving on to the third supposed villain, the carrot. The combination of beetroot and carrot is popular, but so is the warning. Beware, they are both sweet. It's a sugar bomb that will spike your blood sugar. The fear is understandable, since they are two root vegetables with a sweet taste. But nature is smarter than that. The key word that dismantles this myth is fiber. Both beetroot and carrots are rich in fiber, especially when used whole in juice, without excessive straining. Fiber acts like a sponge in the digestive system, causing the natural sugar of these vegetables to be absorbed much more slowly and gradually. This prevents sharp spikes in blood glucose, promoting a more stable release of energy. For people with diabetes, some studies suggest that beetroot consumption may actually be beneficial, helping to improve insulin sensitivity. Of course, moderation is always key. Combining beetroot and carrots unites the power of nitrates with that of beta-carotene, a precursor to vitamin A, essential for eye and skin health. The real danger is rarely in the natural sugar of a whole vegetable, but rather in added sugars and ultra-processed products. Unmasking the enemy 4, ginger and the danger of overstimulation. Our fourth item is ginger. The warning here sounds serious. Beware, beetroot lowers blood pressure and ginger thins the blood. Together they can cause dizziness or fainting. This myth is based on a correct observation. Yes, beetroot is a vasodilator that can reduce blood pressure. And yes, ginger has remarkable anti-inflammatory and anticoagulant properties. The conclusion that the combination is potent is not absurd. But here, the key word is respect, not fear. The potency of this duo is a testament to its effectiveness. For most people, beetroot relaxing arteries and ginger fighting inflammation is a fantastic combination for cardiovascular health. The crucial point of attention is for those who use medication. If you take medication for high blood pressure, antihypertensives, or to thin your blood, anticoagulants like warfarin, extra caution is needed. But caution doesn't mean prohibition, it means communication. In these cases, any addition of functionally potent foods like beetroot and ginger should be discussed with your doctor. The fact that a natural combination can interact with your medications doesn't make it a poison. On the contrary, it proves how effective it is. The mistake isn't combining them, it's doing so without knowledge of your health status and without guidance from your healthcare professional. Unmasking the forbidden factor 5, preparation and the always raw dogma. The fifth enemy is not a food but a method, the belief that beetroot can only be consumed raw in juices because cooking destroys everything. This idea has a basis. Nitrates, responsible for the vasodilating effect, are sensitive to heat. to obtain the maximum benefit in reducing blood pressure, raw beetroot juice is, in fact, the most potent form. However, turning this into an absolute rule is a mistake. For some people with sensitive digestion, large quantities of raw vegetables can cause discomfort. Light steaming can facilitate digestion. Furthermore, cooking beetroot reduces its oxalate content, which is an advantage for people at risk of kidney stones. And betalains, the antioxidant pigments that give beetroot its vibrant color, are more heat-stable than nitrates. The smart solution is variety. On days when you want maximum cardiovascular impact, you can opt for raw juice, always very well sanitized. If you have a more delicate stomach or are concerned about oxalates, a beetroot lightly steamed and then blended into juice still offers immense antioxidant benefits. Wisdom lies in flexibility. Debunking the forbidden factor. 6. The timing and the myth of fasting. Let's move on to the 6th item, which concerns when to drink it. The myth that beetroot juice must be drunk on an empty stomach to work. The logic is that with an empty stomach, the absorption of nitrates would be faster. This may even be true, but it doesn't mean it's the best or only way. For some, such a potent juice on an empty stomach can cause discomfort or a rapid drop in blood pressure, causing dizziness. Recent science has brought a more interesting revelation. A study from the University of Exeter focused on the elderly investigated the impact of beetroot juice on the oral microbiota, the bacteria in our mouths. The crucial conversion of nitrate from beetroot to nitrite, the precursor to nitric oxide, begins in your mouth, carried out by specific bacteria. The study found that older adults who drank nitrate-rich beetroot juice twice a day experienced a positive change in their oral microbiome, with an increase in good bacteria, such as Neisseria, and a reduction in bacteria linked to inflammation, such as Prevotella. This change was directly associated with a sustained reduction in blood pressure in the group. What does this tell us? That the secret may not be a single moment of absorption, but rather consistency. Feeding these good bacteria frequently seems to be a powerful strategy. Therefore, instead of sticking to the rigidity of fasting, consider integrating the juice consistently into your routine, such as a glass in the morning and/or late afternoon, always observing how your body reacts. Unmasking the enemy. 7. Medications and essential communication. We arrive at the most important point, the interaction with medications. The myth here is dangerously ambiguous. Either they say it's natural and doesn't interfere, or it's dangerous and shouldn't be mixed. Both are wrong. The truth is, beetroot juice is so effective at reducing blood pressure that it can and will interact with antihypertensive medications. And this is the great and liberating truth. This interaction is not a reason to be afraid, but the ultimate proof of its power. This is why you should use it wisely. Imagine, you take your blood pressure medication, which dilates your blood vessels. Shortly after, you drink a large glass of beetroot juice, which does the same thing. The combined effect can cause a sudden drop in blood pressure, hypotension, leading to dizziness, weakness, and increasing the risk of falls, a major health concern for the elderly. The danger isn't the juice itself. The danger is the lack of communication with your doctor. The correct approach isn't to abandon a powerful natural tool. It's to talk to your doctor. Say, "Doctor, I'm thinking of including beetroot juice in my routine, and I know it can lower blood pressure. How can we do this safely, monitoring my levels?" This conversation changes everything. Your doctor, aware of this new variable, can adjust your treatment if necessary. Beetroot juice isn't an enemy of your medication. It's such a powerful ally that it requires the person in charge of your treatment, your doctor, to be informed so that the strategy can be readjusted. The great solution, the golden recipe for an alert heart and brain. Now that we've separated the myths from the science, let's combine everything into a practical recipe designed to maximize benefits safely. Ingredients: 1 small beet, about 70 to 100 grams, very well washed. For maximum nitrates, use it raw. If you have a sensitive stomach or a history of kidney stones, lightly steam it for 5 to 7 minutes. The juice of half a squeezed lemon. Our vitamin C hero to help with iron absorption and give a refreshing flavor. 1 tablespoon of chia or sesame seeds. Optional. If your concern is oxalates, this is a source of calcium that can help. It also adds fiber and omega-3. A thin slice of ginger. Optional. If you don't take anticoagulant medication and want an anti-inflammatory boost, start small. 1 glass of water, about 200 ml or coconut water. Preparation. Chop the beet. Place all ingredients in a blender. Blend well for 1 to 2 minutes. Try not to strain it to retain as much fiber as possible. If necessary, use a coarse sieve. How and when to take it. The recommended and safe daily dose for most people is around 200 to 250 millimolar. You can drink the entire recipe once a day or, based on oral microbiome studies, divide it into 2 smaller portions, 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon. The most important thing is consistency and observing how your body reacts. Today, we embarked on a journey to demystify beetroot juice. We started with the fears circulating on the internet and, step by step, replaced the confusion with science. We saw that the risk of oxalates can be intelligently managed. We discovered that lemon is an essential partner for the iron in beetroot, which is not as abundant as one might think. We learned that the fiber in carrots and beetroot itself helps moderate sugar absorption, and most importantly, we understand that interaction with medications is not a sign of danger, but of potency, and that the key is communication with your doctor. We also saw that its power can help bring more blood to the brain, which is vital for cognitive health, although it is not a cure for dementia. Used correctly in moderation, and with the knowledge you now have, beetroot juice ceases to be a question mark and becomes a great ally for your health. If this video helped you better understand the power of beetroot, I ask that you do 2 things. First, share this video with a friend or family member who needs to hear this information clearly and without panic. And second, if you want more evidence-based health content, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for following me. Take care and see you in the next video.